Hello everyone, welcome to the new stream. Today we are going to play my team career mode again. We are back in the Arava livery. Today we will be racing on Portugal, one of the newer circuits. It's an actual roller coaster, but it's amazing to drive on as long as it's dry. If it's a wet race, then it's almost undrivable for me. I'm not that good in the wet. Here you can see where we are at compared to the other teams. We are better on the engine side, but we have a really heavy car, so it will be hard to gain in corners, but we should make up for that on the straights. We might even have one of the best engines in the field, but I'm not sure. Yeah, one of the best engines. So if you look at the chassis, we are only better than Haas, so it's really bad. Aerodynamica, we are in the middle, and I think with this, yeah, we are the worst on durability. But we are just going to go into the race weekend and see where we will end up and how it will go. I'm really hoping for a dry race, but you can't control the weather, of course. And I'm also driving without any traction control from now on. I really want to practice that, so I can become a better driver overall. I always used some traction control, but now I'm using none at all, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll have to use a little bit more flashbacks, so I won't spin and die immediately, but it'll be fine. Especially the race starts, you will see that my race starts are horrendous with the traction control off. Now, last race we finished on a podium, P3. Was an amazing race. I fought for everything I could have. I think we were battling with, well, I think it was Lando Norris, I'm not sure. Lando Norris and maybe one of the AlphaTauris, I'm not sure. Maybe I can see. Yeah, we were fighting with Lando Norris, Ricciardo, and Yuki Tsunoda was in the middle of that on hards, on the different strategy. So it was really fun to drive that race. Hard but fun. Let's just go into quick practice. Get all of these bonuses because we really need it as a new team. If we don't do these practice sessions, I think we would lose out really badly. Like the AI teams would be so much quicker eventually. I think we would feel the effect of not doing this in 4, maybe 5 races. So that's really quick. So we need to do these sessions. In the beginning we do, in like season 3, if we will get to that point. I don't think we still need that. I already designed a car for season 2, by the way. It looks gorgeous. I hope you guys will like it as well. But I'm really proud of it, so I want to bring that to the podium. I think, yeah, I think it's for season 2, not season 3. Season 2, we have to fight really hard because then we have a shot for the championship. Really small, but possible. Damn. One of the first times that actually worked. I think that only happened 4 times to me. didn't drive like competitively in a while, so I might be a bit rusty, but we'll see. Should be fine. I should be battling with Aston Martin and something else, some other team, I'm not sure. I'm in between Aston Martin and maybe AlphaTauri or Alpine, I don't know, one of them. We'll see, that's where I should be. As Guan Yu Zhou doesn't drive all too well, but we just chose him as our teammate because of the money that we didn't have yet, and because next season he's going to be driving in real life, so I figured why not hire him as our teammate. But now we are gonna have to go into qualifying. Yeah, we should be battling with Aston Martin and Alpine. If you drive really well, we might be able to get AlphaTauri, but on this circuit it's really car dependent, and I think it will be a really hard track for our car because it's so goddamn heavy. So I'll try my best. Of course I will. But I'm not really confident. We are going to have to start on the softs to have any chance at winning this race. I think we should customize this setup just a bit, one more on this, and then go back out of it, because it's understeer city with the default setup. Power unit is fine. Gearbox we can't do anything yet because it's just season 2, and there is a chance for rain, but it's one-shot qualifying. So let's get it, one-shot qualifying. We're heading into the lap. There we are. Immediately P9. As I said, still trying to adjust the traction control. Yeah, you can just see how much I'm losing to Bottas there. Yeah, it's like I said, guys, it's really hard to go from my previous assists to almost no assist. Now I'm only using ABS and nothing else. Yeah, and the pit assist, but that's just so I don't get a penalty and have to flashback the entire time. I'm still trying to keep it fair between me and the AI. It's not like I'm dive bombing the pits or anything. You guys will see what I mean. That road is bumpy as hell. But we got through. Let's see what position we are in. We are like almost 2 seconds behind Bottas.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, Hamilton and Sergio Perez. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Our teammate P16. As you can see, it's like almost every team is together. Mercedes cars, the Red Bull cars. McLaren is divided by the 2 Ferrari cars. AlphaTauri is together. Alpine is divided by the Aston Martin cars that are together. Williams is divided by the Alfa Romeo cars. who are also together, and then you just have both the houses. So there is really one team that's far away from each other, more than one row away, and that's my team. So sounds harsh, but I'm not really counting on my teammate to get any points today. Of course, I don't expect them to get any points at all in Season 1. If they do, that's great. I'm gonna give them as much focus, my teammates, as I can. Make it as hard to race against, of course. Have some title
all right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Thank you, Jeff. I think we should go for a horrendous one stop, if that's possible. Starting on the softs. And let's see if the tire wear is high today, because of the temperature.
It's time. After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. We might be able to get rid of this one. He removes stints, but if I can't move it back to mediums. Yeah, it's a really bad one stop, but we can still try it. Let's see if it is faster. They're saying that it is faster. But I don't know how good the hards are on this track. I'm just going to go for it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, right? Let's just get to the race. Five red lights, and away we go. Okay, I just couldn't catch that without the pressure control. Trying not to make any contact with anyone. I was a little bit aggressive on Gasly. He just turned in on me while I was still there. Side by side with Ricciardo, he gets in front. Going back to the outside. Around the outside. We make it work. We make it stick. Retraction out of there. Learning a lot from the qualifying lap. Now, one of the hardest corners on the circuit. We got through alive. Now we're going to chase after Leclerc. The tire wear is quite high, but we'll try to get through it all alive. Bottas is doing amazing. Look at the minimap, how far ahead he is of everyone already.
Some information on Alonso. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
So Alonso might have a problem, as I brake too late there and brake my front wing, so let's get back to that. Around here should be fine. Okay. This track is not the best to drive without traction control if you're just new to that. Two snaps of oversteer, but we caught it. I'm going wide into that corner for the second time in a row, so I need to focus on that more. We are outside of the 1 second gap now. Go semi-defensive against Ricciardo. As he just sends it down the inside as an absolute torpedo. And I just make a total hash of it. start again from here because this section was horrendous.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
As we drift through that corner like an absolute madman. Was a little bit better that time.
We're leading our teammate by 5.4 seconds.
There comes Ricardo going defensive. And we stay ahead for now. Little slide there, Ricardo is really close now. We almost have no ERS to play with. We only have around 20%. And we need to save it for straight as well. And he can just harvest all of that ERS into the DRS zone. He can just stay in my slipstream, not use as much of his engine, just save the ERS and fuel, and there he goes. I'm just going to let him get past me.
1 second.
I don't want to lose too much time because I'm on a different strategy. It was wrong to fight him the last lap. I need to save my tires, save some ERS so I can push in the time that everyone else gets into the pit. I should just stick with him. stay behind for now. Now just don't make any big mistakes. Stay with him. Shinoda behind is on the mediums, so he might be doing a really good strategy from going mediums to hards or mediums softs maybe. I'm really curious to see how it plans out for him, so keep Shinoda in mind. He's doing quite well on those mediums. Still be P11. Well, not that much behind everyone on the softs. That's not bad, you know. Without any DRS, he's still keeping up. Quite good. I'm starting to feel the tire life just gripping away little by little. Yeah, as you can see, the tires are dying at this point in the race.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS to overtake.
And I spun around. It's still really hard for me to adjust. Sometimes I just go a little bit too much on the throttle and I immediately spin. Especially with these height differences, those small hills. When the weight shifts into the corner, onto the curve. Really hard.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Jeff, you are drunk. And I spun around again. I wasn't concentrated enough. Went just a little bit too much on the throttle. Let's who's to catch it now. Almost made the same mistake. Tsunoda should be starting to catch Gasly, his teammate, in a little bit, because I think the medium should be better than the softs by now. Apparently they're not. Not yet. That's what you would think.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
That's amazing news. And we can use Tsunoda as a meat shield, Gasly as a meat shield against Tsunoda and maybe some other drivers that might be doing another strategy. No one in the pit yet. saving a lot of ERS the last couple of laps. So let's start using it now. Just a little bit to get closer to Ricciardo.
You'll be on the hards.
I might even change the hards to a fresh set of mediums, because these softs are actually doing quite okay. And maybe we can get to the end on mediums, and if not, then we can just change really quickly to softs and do the alternative strategy, the 2-stop. But I think the mediums should be a better choice than the hards, because I know the hards will make it, but I think the mediums will make it as well. As we hit the sausage curve there, and almost get a big crash.
We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
Tsunoda is just falling back more and more, so he's not doing too hot. I think Ricciardo and the other people are all doing the same strategy as us. As Leclerc and Gasly are into the pits, right when I say that, they are clearly doing the wrong strategy. Except for if they are into the pits already to go onto a set of hards. We'll see once we are into the pits. Oh, I accidentally double shift. Ricciardo is also still going. We are going to use a lot more over ERS. As Hamilton was onto a set of hards, or is going to a set of hards. Yeah, he went onto a set of hards, and so did Sainz. So they're all doing the strategy that I wanted to do in the first place. That makes me think that no one might be doing the 2-stop, so our advantage might be gone. We are going to stretch this soft stint a little bit longer until we can go onto the mediums. Then we are going to have to overtake as soon as we can, because the hards will eventually go way quicker than the mediums. So we are going to have to overtake and just stick with everyone at the end and keep them behind. As our tires are really screaming now. We are going to do one more lap and then we are going to dive into the pits. "13 laps on softs, 20 on mediums should be doable. Should be really doable. Because I almost spin the car there. A lot of wheel spin. I might have to start short shifting a lot. As now Bottas and Verstappen are into the pits. And Perez might be doing the same strategy as me.
Much better condition than yours. We'll keep an eye on the times.
Tsunoda is still on the medium. Our teammate now into the pits.
1U in the pits.
That was a really satisfying corner, how I just missed that sausage curb with 1 pixel. Look at that. Ooh. Damn. That's insane. Perez almost has an entire pit stop window on me. Because the pit stop is around 22 seconds around here, I think. Around 20. Now we are going to dive into the pits. And we are going to switch it to mediums. Look at how dead my left front tire was. That's insane. Now Norris. 2 Ferraris.
Complete, go now.
That was a really quick pit stop of our team. So now let's get out of the pits. Are we in front of the Ferrari and the McLaren? Yes, we are, but I make a hash of it. For some reason I couldn't.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty
like, it should shift there, but it just doesn't want to. So now it's drive careful because I have really cool tires. As the Alpine, I don't know if it's Alonso or not. It's lurking behind. Might be Alonso, might be Ocon, I don't know. As Leclerc is onto a set of softs. So he will want to overtake Ricciardo and me. Because he is trying the 2-stop. So keep an eye on Charles Leclerc. So let's see, after 1 lap, what is the tire wear? 3%, let's say it's 4 times 20. I might be in puncture territory at the end of this race. I might be. My tires are going to be really worn out. I should have done 1 more lap on the softs, I think. If my front left tire gets over 70%, I should have done another lap.
Gap to car in front is 4.2 seconds.
Leclerc can't get past Ricciardo, so it might have been a blunder from Ferrari to get Leclerc there.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep this momentum.
If we can catch Sainz, we can stay into his DRS and just use him to save tires and defend at the end of the race. Then we gain 2 positions from P9 to P7. That's an amazing result in this car.
increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 per lap.
As we hit the sausage curve again, I'm going to flashback that. Because there's no way I'm getting control of the car again after something like that. This straight is really annoying. It's making my wheel go absolutely crazy. Keeps jittering from side to side. It's really annoying. As Leclerc finally got past Ricciardo. So we are going to try to hold him up. Not too much so we will lose time, but enough so he will lose so much time that he can't get past me again.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.1 seconds.
They gain time again, so my mediums are dropping off quite a bit now. They might start battling soon. The Sainz is still into the DRS of Norris, and Norris doesn't have anything to defend with. But I might be in a battle soon as well. Leclerc is right behind us now. If you look into the mirror, you can just see him closing in every single corner because of those softs and his better car. So we might have actually made a blunder with this strategy. As he now is into our DRS. I'm trying to hold him up for one more lap, so his tires will be a little bit worse, so I can keep up with him better. Then the lap after that I might let him pass. But he doesn't even go for the move yet, so that's even more amazing. So I can delay the stretch maybe one more lap. I'm not sure though. This car looks absolutely gorgeous. Now he's fully into our DRS zone. As we're now heading onto the main straight, he's probably going to try to overtake me. Let's move to the inside so he doesn't get that much slipstream. He moved with us, but he's too far back, so he won't be able to do anything. And he is right up our gearbox now. He might try something into the next hairpin. But he's still too far away, I think. And he thinks better of it. He just stays behind. going semi-defensive. Touch the sausage curve. Not really on purpose, but it works. And we are in front of him. One more left. So he is clearly faster than us. But he might start feeling the tire wear in 2 laps. So if we can, we want to stay in front of him. But he goes into the pits. We did enough. He is P9 now. I don't think he should lose out to the AlphaTauri that's coming. As Gasly's also into the pits, he was also on softs. And now Tsunoda on hards is still pushing. So his strat might have actually worked out as I spin the car around. Because I was looking at where the other drivers were. If we can pull away from Tsunoda, I might make another pit stop. And also do that strategy. Because then we can go for the fastest lap. But you can absolutely hear the tires just scream. Because of all the wheel spin. No grip on the exit of that corner. Absolutely go wide here. This is just because I'm not in the flow in this circuit. It's an absolute roller coaster. You just need to be into that flow, into the zone. Otherwise you just can't keep up with people. So the gap to Tsunoda now, let's say 17.6. Because he might gain that back. 17.6. We're not going to pit, by the way. Never mind, because Ricciardo is too close to us. We won't be able to make up 20 seconds with just a new set of softs. Sure, we might be able to get in front of Tsunoda, but then we'll still lose, like, I don't know what the exact way of the points is, but I'm sure we will lose more points, championship points. If we go into the pits and get the fastest lap, then if with one position lower,
is 4.6 seconds.
Then you will gain if you just keep rising, basically. So if Ricciardo overtakes me, then I will go into the pits for a fresh set of softs.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. Gap to teammate behind is 37.3 seconds.
So our tire wear after, what is it, 10 laps is 32. So we will be on around, let's say, 46% on the left front tire. So we might have done amazing on the strategy. We might have. I'm not sure though. We'll see after this race, of course. Really satisfying corner. That was really good. Felt like an esports corner in slow motion because I'm not that good on the traction yet, but the line was amazing. A gorgeous line. As there is a yellow flag somewhere, there might be something with the Williams or the Alfa Romeo there. It's the Alfa Romeo, he's slow. He is really slow. Does he have damage?
Be aware, we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
As he's out of the session. Kimi Raikkonen out of the session. Probably an engine failure. It's round 24. Let's keep that in mind. We will... He wasn't over the finish yet, right? No, he wasn't. Or was he?
Be aware, there's an
no,
incident in the next part of the track.
Yeah, here he is.
No overtaking through the yellow flags.
As we now lapped him, so let's look
clear.
at it. Lap 23, and then we are going to look from Kimi's POV and see what happened into that lap.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
I'm not going to pit, Jeff. I'm going to the end of the race. Except for if there is a safety car, then I'll pit. But I don't think that will happen. It's Charles Leclerc now with the fastest lap. Behind Tsunoda, because Tsunoda is on the alternative strategy, so will Leclerc be able to overtake Tsunoda? I think it should be mediums against hards now. Fresh mediums against quite old hards. So Leclerc should be able to just carve through it like a hot knife through butter. Ricciardo is slowly gaining on us. Our tire wears. I mean, there is a lot of tire wear, but it's drivable, as you guys can see. As there is, I think, a Williams up the road. I think it's a Williams. Yeah, it's a Williams. So we might even lap someone in this race, as we just make an absolute hash of it in the hairpin. Because I was once again looking at where the other drivers were. I just need to concentrate on these last couple of laps. Let's hope we can catch that Williams so we can use him as a shield against Ricciardo. He will have to let him pass, but he has to let us pass as well, and he might hold up Ricciardo if he is in a bad spot to let him pass. Let's go again, use the ERS here, just to get down the hill faster. Because now a Haas car is also getting closer and closer to us. Just like the Williams ahead. We are catching them. As Jeff wants me to look at my tires, but I know what they look like. And Leclerc and Tsunoda. But I think just kept it in front. You could see it on the tab and on the mini-map. Leclerc is now in front. Tsunoda has the DRS, but Leclerc, I think, covers him. And I just spun because I went one gear too much down. Should have stayed in third, went to second. So now let's not make the mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still did it, but I thought I was in 8th here, but I was in 7th. Now we need to be in 2nd. If he can get DRS off of Latifi, that would be amazing. But he just is really slow, and I almost spin around there. Because now Ricciardo is within 2 seconds of us. Almost 1.5, so we really have to push now.
Lap faster than you.
If he gets into the DRS, it's over for us. It's absolutely over. So we really need to push as hard as we can. And hope maybe the Haas car up ahead will hold him up. Otherwise it's just over for us. I really hope that I can hold on to 7th position. I'm going to defend as hard as I can, as smart as I can. One and a half seconds now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Let's save the ERS on this straight.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
I know, Jeff, that's logical. But I'm losing less time than I would have if I just went on to the hards, because this car is just faster. So let's keep pushing, use a little bit of the
gap ahead is 5.5 seconds.
There's both the Haas cars now up ahead. Let's hope they are not trying to kill me, as they sometimes do. Mazepin's AI really doesn't know how to get out of the way in this game. He always just keeps driving like a maniac onto the racing line. So it's quite realistic, really. Trying to kill his teammate. Not going away when there is a blue flag. He just keeps driving like an absolute madman. Ricciardo is closing in now. You can just see him in the distance. So we're now catching up to Schumacher behind our good old Nikita Mazepin. Let's hope they won't hold us up too much. Ricciardo is already really close, probably trying to profit off this. And Schumacher goes out of the way, like he should. Let's hope he can maybe bother Ricciardo with his dirty air. We're now right behind Mazepin. Let's hope we can get some DRS off of him. He actually brakes and lets us pass. But now we don't have any DRS. And Ricciardo does. So he will be gaining a lot of time. As he goes past both of the Haas cars. They actually helped Ricciardo instead of me. So now Ricciardo is almost within 1 second.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I might be getting DRS in the next lap, as he now is within 1 second. So we are going to have to push to try to get him out of it again. Really bumpy there. Yeah, I just spun around there. I was steering too much through that corner. But we pushed as hard as we could, and we actually gained on him.
Good pace, you're catching the car in front by a second per lap.
A second? That's really quickly. But
the
not
car
quick
behind
enough.
is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
But I can't push these last 2 laps because it's too risky. So I'm gonna save as much ERS as we can till Ricciardo is here. If he gets here as well. And then we're going to use all of it to defend as hard as we can. If he is into the DRS on this lap, onto the main straight, I am going to use all of my ERS, everything I have. Even if it's just to get my front wing in and just brake as late as I possibly can. While keeping it within the wide lines. I'm getting a lot of wheel spin there, almost drifting the car through. Using all of our ERS now. And look at that front left.
Final lap of the race.
It's absolutely dead. We might have a puncture at the end of this race. I think we should have gone 1 more lap onto the softs.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Our gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds.
We still have enough fuel, so we calculated the fuel exactly right. Ricciardo is now really pushing. So we are going to have to fight him off for this last lap, for these minuscule points. I think we should get 4 in this place. Or he should get 4, and I should get 5, I think? I'm not sure. If it stays like this, of course. As we stay in front, use as much ERS as we can. Go to the inside, because we are through for P7.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
So as I expected, Bottas won the race with his absolutely huge gap into the beginning of the race. And no one could really catch him, even though Verstappen tried his best. Lewis Hamilton though, nowhere to be seen. So maybe Bottas might become the champion into this My Team career mode.
Valtteri Bottas passes his rival to take over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Look at that gap that Bottas had to Verstappen. 7 seconds. That's insane. And Perez had to fight off Lewis Hamilton into the last corner, just like we did Ricciardo. Only 3/10. That's the difference. And Charles Leclerc just made an absolute hash with the strategy. And our teammate stayed in P16, which is really good. George Russell actually lost a position. Antonio Giovinazzi won one. And Kimi Raikkonen, of course, he went out of the race. So let's look at the replay. I think it was lap 23 where I think it was Kimi had a DNF, an engine failure. Yeah, now we can go to Kimi Raikkonen, as he was in a battle with his own teammate and George Russell behind. I really like the Alfa Romeo car. The livery looks so good, in my opinion, of course. Now on to lap 23. Let's follow them. Speed it up. I think it was around the next part where he got the engine failure or something. Yeah, look, he just goes slow all of a sudden. He's really quick and then all of a sudden he goes... The power is just gone. So he lets George past. And he is really slow now. As he also has a big slide. But he catches it. Goes away from the racing line. And just... yeah, he just parks it up. I don't see any smoke or anything. But I think he just had an engine failure. So it really sucks from him. And then now we're following Charles Leclerc. He actually overtakes the Aston Martin of Sebastian Vettel. Here he comes into the slipstream, open DRS to the outside, and he just gets past. Nothing Vettel could have done against that. The fresher tires, the better car, the DRS, the ERS. Nothing Vettel could do. As he now catching Yuki Tsunoda. And I think on the next lap he's getting past him. As you can see, Yuki up the road now. Getting closer and closer, as he's now right behind Yuki. So now let's watch this battle. Open the DRS. Does he send it down the inside? I don't think so. No, he thinks the better of it. He just stays behind for now. has way more grip through those corners, but I think he's staying behind for the straight and just parks it onto the apex. There's not much that Yuki Tsunoda can do against that, of course. I think Leclerc might actually have some damage onto his front wing. If you look at the left side of his front wing, there's a little grey scratch. So he might actually have damage, but he goes past. Yeah, see? He has damage. Look at that front wing. It's grey. So he has a little bit of front wing damage. Not bothering him too much, apparently. Because he just sends it down the inside of Yuki Tsunoda and just pushes on. That's about the race. This is how my car looked, of course. Absolutely gorgeous livery. Her teammate down into here. The front wing cam, of course. As Antonio Giovinazzi was trying to catch him. There's not much he could do against it, so let's just advance into the race.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There is no secret.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
You know, it wasn't the cleanest, no. None of us wants to back out.
Times. Were you struggling for grip?
I don't remember that I was scraping the wall, but I do remember that I was. Yeah, I remember that I was going all over the place.
Well, that's everything.
But that's because I was still practicing to drive without any traction control. I think we are now level 6. I had damage. Apparently I had damage. I didn't know. I didn't notice that I had damage. I don't know when that would have happened. I might have even done better this race. So we can now see the costs of everything. We can make some activities. We can boost our driver. And I think we should do that as well. Because nothing else is really helpful. So let's boost our driver. The performance comparison in between Aston Martin and Alpine. But we were fighting with McLaren and AlphaTauri. So we are clearly doing an amazing job. As we can now choose a secondary sponsor. So let's look at the goal bonus. Out-qualify your rival. I don't have one, so that will not be smart. Qualify in P15 or better. I don't know about that one. What does this one say? Score 1 Constructors Championship point during a race weekend. That's not too hard, I think. Achieve a top 12 finish during the race. This is also doable. I don't know which one gives more money. This one gives me, if I complete it, 294k. 249k, I'm sorry. And this one gives more than that. So beat your rival, don't have one. Answer at least. No, because the interview isn't guaranteed. So let's go with Equinox. And look at the standings. We are still in P3 with Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris right behind the two Brits. Max Verstappen is also chasing, only 2 points difference, as Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas are into a fight for the championship for now. As we are in front of Ferrari and AlphaTauri on the constructor standings. You can see that Lance Stroll actually got a point last race. I didn't know that. Let's put these back again. Oh, our chassis morale is really low now, so I don't know if it will be smart to upgrade there. I didn't mean to press that button. I'll have to go over here. Let's see. It will be unlocked in between Catalonia and Baku. We can also upgrade our aerodynamica. I think we should focus on drag reduction, so this is actually a really good one. A DRS upgrade might also be smart because of the track that we will be going to. So let's just do it, because our chassis just is really demotivated at the moment. The morale is really low. So now let's look where we can do a resource point generation. We can't do it on the chassis. We can't do it on the powertrain. We can make our second driver faster, but that wouldn't be smart, I think. Positive effects from team activities will be slightly increased. We can get more morale from that. We can also lose more morale from that, so I don't know if that's smart. We can get more money from it. We can get more team acclaim from it. Is this a smart thing to do? I don't know. I think we should look at the calendar. Okay, we're not getting any money into the calendar. So I think we should just save the money from now and just advance time. Get the GeForce.
We're in a position now where we're able to attract a new sponsor to the team. Head on over to the corporate tab and select the sponsor screen to choose who we should approach.
I don't remember that guy's name, but apparently he's drunk because I already did that. But we will get more money now since we have a secondary sponsor. So we will get the facility upgrades faster, and at the end of the season we can buy and sign a new teammate. So let's just see. Let's upgrade our powertrain actually. Or this one, so we can upgrade our team faster. This one so we can get more money, and this one so the engine doesn't blow.
This
quickly.
is the driver market. From here, you
Shut
can see
up,
pertinent
mate.
details
Shut
on every
up.
driver in the sport, compare them with each other, and add them to your watch list. When the contract negotiation window rolls
Shut
around, this is where you will approach any drivers you wish to hire.
Swan Zhou is still 800k. That's also his value. Yuki Tsunoda though, not doing too great. But he is focused. Mick Schumacher is also really focused. Latifi really isn't worth the money. I'm really thinking to about buying Mick Schumacher at the end of the season. I don't know if that's smart because Nikita Mazepin can keep up with him. I don't know, they're both 85 focus. What is he good at? He is really good at awareness and pace. But that's about it. as George Russell is also doing really good. I might sign one of those two. Not sure. But for now, I will be ending off the stream. I think I did a lot today. So this will be the end. And I might stream tomorrow again. I don't know for sure, but you guys will see when it goes up. So have a great day and see you in the next one.